I'm Flylady Kat, and I'm here to give you peace in your life, control in your home, and help you learn to finally love yourself. Today is Monday, October 18th. Um, if you haven't already subscribed and you want peace in your life, control in your home, and finally learn to love yourself, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. There are 5 things for you every week to watch here on YouTube from me to help you get to that place. Okay, good morning. The first person on here is Megan Curley. Good morning, Megan. She's already sent me a picture of her baby at a play table this morning. Hey, Marty. Marty's up in North Carolina, my sister and moderator. Susie Q is here. Good morning, Susie. Connie is here. Good morning, Connie. Oh my goodness, you guys are flying in this morning, and I don't think I changed my glasses. Hold on. I didn't. I can't read your comments. You're having a struggle. Try to do everything. Ta-da. Okay. Oh my goodness, girls. Okay, so Susie Q's here. Connie is here. Connie Miller, good morning. B. Nazir Bari is here. Good morning. KJ is here. Hey, KJ. Debbie Ernst is here. Good morning from Indiana. I'm sitting outside. Somebody just decided to take off your motorcycle. Hopefully he'll be gone soon. Debbie is here from Indiana. Hi, Debbie. Margaret Rose is here, my oldest friend. Hi, Margaret. She's my neighbor since the time I was 5 years old. Rachel is here. Hey, Rach. Lisa Chapman is here. Good morning, Lisa. Michelle Jordan, good morning. Motorcycle fumes. Rachel Dallas, good morning. Donna Wiggins, good morning. Dr. Muchta Carmarker is here. Hi, Dr. Muchta. Carol Dickens is here from cloudy Southern California. Mary said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Roll Tide. Hey, Mary. Catherine Lyons is here. Good morning, Catherine. Denise Jordan is here from This and That with Denise Jordan. Hey, Denise. Denise is one of my mentees, and she's got a great channel. Also, KJ has a channel as well. KJ is Joyful Life with KJ. She is a Trim Healthy Mama coach, and I'm also mentoring her, so good morning. Sarah is here. Good morning, Kat, Mr. B, and everyone from Oklahoma. Hey, Sarah Lambert. How's your baby? Megan Curley said, Kat, your sister looks just like you. She does. She's just like a smaller version. She's like 5'2" on her tiptoes. I'm 5'7". Moochta says, was able to get live today, just back from college from India. Welcome back. Lorena Jemerson is here. Hi, Lorena. Good morning. Happy Monday, Mr. B says. He's inside. Lita said, good morning, everyone. Rachel says, it's chilly in Maryland. I love the feeling of it, trying to embrace it in my day, writing my brain dump. Good girl. Speaking of chilly, I'm wearing long sleeves for the first time, so that's awesome. That was actually someone's dog who beeped their horn. I hear him talking about it. They have a Class E, so the dog was able to get in the front and beep the horn. That's funny. Hey, Blue Skies Mickey, welcome, welcome. That's the first time you've been here, isn't it? Or is it? Anyway, good job, Rachel, on the brain dump. The laundromat is cramping my schedule. You know, one good thing about a laundromat, Rachel, is that you can just take it all at once and get it all done. Baby Logan is great. This is Sarah Lambert talking in sentences all the time now and running around and making mischief. No way, Sarah. Yes, it is your first time, Nikki. Marty says Mark calls 5'2" fun-sized. Mark is Marty's 6. How tall is he, Marty? 6'6". Blue Sky's looking forward to it. Yes, Lisa's here too. Hi, Lisa. Thumbs up. All right, I'm going to get a sip of my my breakfast coffee. KJ, I've got coconut oil and cream in this. And cinnamon. Delicious. And pure sweetener. Yummy. Okay, so you ready for questions? I am. I'm ready for your questions. So if you have any questions, this is what we're going to talk about. I will say that today is Monday, so for you who are at-home homemakers and you're not working a full-time job, today is your weekly home blessing hour. However, if you are a payroll homemaker, today you're just going to do routines, maybe, and that would include maybe a little laundry, depending. He's 6'6", but he's shrinking, Marty said. Remember, Marty's 5'2" on her tiptoes. Her husband is 6'6". Crazy. She's the shortest. She has the tallest husband. My sister Patty is 5'6". Her husband is 6'3" or 4". And I'm 5'7", and my husband is 6 feet. Or was. He may not be in the 6s anymore. but I definitely haven't shrunk. That's so weird. Okay, enough about me. Let's get on with you. Rachel said, I have 3 kids at home all day, and I'm using that as a park trip. I'm using that as a park trip, or I went when husband was at home, and that's when I did some of my planning for the week. So I'm thinking that you had your husband take care of the children, take care of his children while you did your planning. That sounds good. I always like to remind people that husbands don't babysit. They're just parenting. Charlotte Morris, good morning, Kat. Hey, Charlotte. John is 6'5" and Patty's 5'6". Okay. Rachel said, my goal is the weekly home blessing hour, the entryway, if nothing else today after the laundromat. Okay, well, let's talk about what we're doing for basic weekly plan today. Again, this is for the at-home homemakers, payroll homemakers. You're going to do your basic weekly plan on Saturday. I know some of you payroll homemakers have weird shifts, like you might be a nurse and you work 3 really giant days and then you have 4 days off and you need to take that first day to rest. But maybe you can take the next 2 days and split your work over that and then have that final day of rest before you go back to work. So that's just an example of what you can do. The main thing is you want to use your planner. Be very thoughtful and mindful about what you're doing when you plan out in your planner. I use Kimmy's She's in Her Apron planner, which is going on sale probably in about a week for 2022. It's excellent. This one is a term planner. It's only for 4 months, which I prefer because I get different covers every 4 months and a brand new book every 4 months, and it's less expensive. Not over the long haul, but you know, as you need to put the cash outlay, it would be less expensive to buy a term. So I'm going to buy all 3 terms at once. Anyway, okay, where was I? So we're in zone 4 this week. This is the master bedroom. So if your master bedroom has a bathroom, we're going to include that, and of course your closet. So today, if you're an at-home homemaker, you're going to split it up into 4 parts. You're going to do one 15-minute part in your bedroom, bathroom or closet, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Skip Tuesday, that's your traditional free day. However, you can move your free day to Friday or any other day you wish. Okay, if you're an at-home homemaker, if you're a payroll homemaker, you're going to do 1 hour, 4 15-minute sessions at once on Saturday morning. So you have 2 hours of work Saturday morning, and you're done. If you can delegate some of the work, especially because you're a payroll homemaker, that means that you work and maybe your spouse works, then you can share this work. You can share the homemaking work. Doesn't mean that you're not the homemaker. Sorry, love bug. It doesn't, squirrel. It doesn't mean that you're not the homemaker. It just means that you work too outside the home, not just taking care of the home. So it's fair to delegate some things, and you would be in charge of that because as the homemaker, you are the nurturer, you are the homemaker. Even if you have an at-home husband, my husband retired early and he was an at-home at-home husband while my daughter Robin was in high school. He was home, which was great because I was in a professional job. And what's the matter, Larry? What's the matter, Larry? It's okay. Go away, Larry. It's fine. It's just somebody's music over there. They'll turn it off in a minute. It won't be copyrighted. They can't understand it. I'm talking enough. They can't hear that music. Okay, so Mr. B has lots of concerns. Background man. Okay, sorry. Now I'm really sidetracked. He was an at-home homemaker. No, he wasn't. He was an at-home dad. And so he cooked, and he bought groceries, and he cleaned the kitchen, and we shared duties on the weekends, other things. But he's a very neat man, so he didn't make a mess. And Robin, the one who was at home, the other one, Karen, was already graduated in college. She's a born organized, so the house wasn't messy. Thank goodness. It was such an awesome gift to be able to have him do that for me. But I was still the homemaker. Go get him, Larry. I'm Marty. All right, so let's get back here. So that's what we're doing today. So if you plan it out, if you're a payroll homemaker, your planning day was yesterday. So zone 4, the master bedroom, would be planned out already. If you didn't do it yesterday or you didn't know, please plan it out today, payroll homemakers. At-home homemakers, your planning day was last Wednesday for this week, so it should be in there, okay? If you are one of my boot camp patrons on Patreon, then you know, because I tell you in that boot camp video every morning exactly what to do for the day. Okay, boot camp it's halfway over. And I'm so proud and grateful how you guys are in boot camp are doing this. I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a good job. I even had a client, I've shared this several times. She lives in Canada. She's French Canadian. She's pregnant and due in a couple of weeks. She has a young baby. I would say he's 17 months old. I can't remember, somewhere between 14 and 18 months old. Maybe he's 19 months old. To me, he's a little baby. And then she's got two older children, two older girls. And she was having a struggle with boot camp in the beginning, because boot camp is just everything we're doing here. Just, there is no grace. I don't give any grace. I give you guys grace. But there were so many graceful patrons that they were becoming ungraceful ballerinas. It was not grace. It was too much grace. So there's no grace in boot camp. You have to do every single thing every single day. And she said it was really, really hard in the beginning, obviously, due to her circumstances, and we all have circumstances. And then last week she said, Kat, the house is cleaning itself. She has a French accent. And I said, it's not cleaning itself. It just feels like it's cleaning itself because you've created such good habits that now you have a flow. Like driving a car. When you drive a car, in the beginning when you learn to drive a car, it's so chunky, it's so hard, there's so many parts, and it's scary, and everything is for your safety's sake. But when you learn how to drive and you're driving, a lot of times I'll get to some place and think, I don't even remember driving here. But I know I followed all the rules of the road and wore my seatbelt and checked my mirrors and did all those safety things that are now a habit. So, and I'm not saying I was totally unaware, but it's just such a flow. I'll use a different example. Flushing the toilet. I love this example. Flushing the toilet. When you're little, your mother tells you, flush the toilet, flush the toilet. Did you flush the toilet? Who didn't flush the toilet? Right? Remember those days? Or maybe you're going through those days or about to go through those days, or you can remember your own childhood. Well, now you flush the toilet. You don't think, should I flush the toilet? No, you flush the toilet. So you're aware of the fact that you're flushing the toilet, but it's not a question. That's the way it is when you drive. That's the way it is when your house is in flow. When you're doing one thing after the other. You're not going to say, should I lay my clothes out tonight before I go to bed? No, you're going to lay them out. Should I swish the toilet and wipe out the sinks this morning? No, you're just going to do it. So that's the difference. And that's why my friend and mentee in Canada is thinking her house is cleaning itself, and it's not. Okay, and plus the kids sort of get into it after a while. Once you've got your house in order, decluttered, and you're doing the process, then it's easy for the other people in the family to see, because there's not clutter everywhere when they leave clutter. And when you point it out to them, honey, you left your shoes here, go put them up. It's easy for them to see, and after a while, most of them will start being a lot less cluttery because they know where their things belong, or it's easy for them to put it where it belongs. And you're not saying, clean this whole entire room. You're saying, oops, you left your shoes, go put them up. See? Okay, and you know how I feel about giving children huge things to do. When I see recordings on YouTube of people saying, clean your room, and the poor kid is crying and there's so much stuff, I feel the same way if somebody told me to clean that mess up. Instead, you want to give a child single, individual instructions. Put your shoes in the closet, sweetheart. I'll come back in a little bit and see how you're doing. You put them all up already? Great, good job. Let's go have a cup of hot cocoa. Give them some reward. Or let's read a story. And a little later you can say, hey, I've got an idea. Your room will look so much better. See all the paper in your room? I bet you if I gave you a little garbage bag, you could get it all up and put it right in this garbage bag and we could throw it away. And your room would look so much better. You see where it is? Okay, I'm going to come back in a few minutes and see how you're doing. See, that is so much easier. And you don't have to use that tone of voice if your child is older. You might want to use a little more conversational voice and less of a, I don't want to say condescending, but encouraging voice. So, you can't hear me? Okay, let me pull this closer then. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Let me put this in. Let's see if you can hear me better. Can you hear me now? No? Just the right one? Right here. Can you guys hear me now? Doesn't seem like these are working.
Okay. I don't think that's
Why? Anyway, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay, let me see what I missed in conversations, because I know you guys were saying some things. Let me read these real quick. All right, so good luck, Rachel. I think you can get it done today. Entryway is not what you're doing today, though, honey. You're working in your bedroom today. So, weekly home blessing hour and bedroom. For those of you who don't know what the weekly home blessing hour is, it is 6 points, 6 things. You're going to strip your bed and wash your sheets. Don't fold them and put them away and take out new ones. Put them back on your bed. Don't waste time. That's such a huge time waster. Go back to the microphone. Okay, can you hear me now? I'll just wait and see. Mr. B, can you hear me? Would you please give me an answer on screen? Can you hear me? The earbuds, you could hear better in the earbuds? Seriously? Okay. It doesn't sound like they're working.
now it sounds like they're working. Okay, now I can hear they're working. Yay! Okay, great. So let me go back. We won't talk any more about volume. I'm just going to skip all those because I know we've handled it, hopefully. Okay, girls, you know I'm sidetracked, and any little thing messes me up. Hey, y'all, look. It's my mother's rings. I had them sized. Aren't they beautiful? I'm so proud of them, and it reminds me of Mama. Reminds me of my mama. And then I have mine on my other hand. So I'm Diamond Lil. Kristen, good morning, Kristen. Good to see you. Maribeth, good morning. Maribeth Blackledge. Maribeth, are you new? I don't remember your name, but it's possible that you've been here before. Rachel, you're having trouble getting started. If you've just moved, have you unpacked? If you've unpacked, that's your first thing you want to do is unpack, put things around that you need at least to survive with, and then you can start doing your routines and your zones, and you can unpack by zone. So this week you could finish unpacking for your bedroom and getting that set up. The wonderful thing about moving is that you have a blank canvas. Thank you, Charlotte. So you have a blank canvas, okay? I'm going to read these backwards because I just seem to not be able to catch up. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mickey. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. B. He said that cut out all the outside noise. That's good. Oh, Rachel had to turn the volume down. Go me. Okay. Margaret says, Kat speaks soft. You always need to turn your volume up. I do have a soft voice, and Larry has a big, gigantic, booming voice. But it's apparently these are good because maybe it picks up, I don't know, maybe it picks up the vibrations in my ear. Okay. Lots of comments about my ears. I'm skipping all that. With the Flylady that's already in my planner, have to do the dishes still. That's Rachel. Okay. Lorena. Hi, Lorena. Okay, I think all these comments are about my hearing, about my voice. Oh, Charlotte says maybe I'll be brave enough to do boot camp with you next time. That will be awesome, Charlotte. Hi, Tracy. Okay. Okay, Rachel said she started her laundry. She'll do her master bedroom. She's going to start on the left wall, do about a laundry basket size at a time. That is exactly what I want you to do. Start at a place and work clockwise or counterclockwise or up or down. But you have to start somewhere and have a little plan. You're not going to get it all done in a week, probably, if it's overwhelming, but you're going to get something done and you'll be able to see the difference. You might even want to take a before and after picture on your phone. And if you're my patron, send me a picture of your before and after picture. I love to see your results. Creating a new schedule with puppy. Yes, puppy schedules are separate from people's schedules. Somebody said it. Tina said I gave great wisdom, but it was so far back I can't even remember. Okay. Denise is admitting that she got some KP on boot camp. Several people get KP from time to time, or several people have had KP. KP is in the old days when you're in boot camp. KP, if you don't know, was kitchen patrol. I think that's what it stood for. But if you didn't do something right, they sent you to the kitchen to peel potatoes or do things like that. In my boot camp, it stands for Cat's Punishment. And it means you have to do something extra because you missed something. And you can only miss 2 KPs. You can get KP a bunch, but if you don't do the KP, then you're kicked out of boot camp. So they have to do it. Lisa thanked Mr. B for being helpful. I think I've gotten everything here. Okay, I'm going to go to the end. Everything is about hearing. Denise said, my 2 sisters are here today, Blue Skies and Tina. Oh, Tina's your sister too? Hi, Tina. Wisdom was about delegating small tasks to children. Oh, yeah. You know, I feel the same way about us, and that's why we do the Flylady system. The things we do are small tasks. You know, when I was not doing the Flylady system, I would come home from work on a Saturday when Larry worked and the kids were little, and you know, my house was just a big blown up mess, and I would work for 6 hours that day. I would get on my hands and knees and scrub the white tile in my kitchen and dining room. I would scrub everything stem to stern because I knew how to deep clean. What I didn't know how to do was keep clutter at bay. So the house would look wonderful at the end of 6 hours. It wasn't all housework, it was also yard work, and Larry helped with that. But I was also a perfectionist. So everything had to be perfect. And the lines in the yard, when I did the mowing, he did the edging and blowing. The lines had to go diagonal, and sometimes I would go double diagonal, so it'd have a beautiful pattern, and had a big oak tree in the front, and it just was so gorgeous. And on Sunday when we went to mass, we'd pull out of the driveway and come back home. It'd be so beautiful. By Wednesday the grass was growing and the house was a wreck, and by Saturday I was mad. And it happened over and over until I started really using the Flylady system, and that was probably in about year 2000. Okay, all right, let's see. Good morning from Highland, Utah. Hi, Donna. Good to have you back. Donna Reed. Oh, yeah. So now you're Donna Nilsson Hayes. Okay, I'll try to remember that. And Tina, thank you for reminding me what the wisdom was about. Kanisha Ellis, good morning. Just started listening to live chats. I'm new to this. Where should I begin? You can certainly ask a question. If that is your question, where should you begin with the Flylady system and you're new to this? Okay, I almost hate to recommend it. I need to make a new one, but I have an older video called How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies. I have like short little haircut, and I was new to YouTube, but I had a friend who had watched it and didn't know anything about Flylady, and she needed some help, and so I kind of made it with her in mind, or anybody in mind who didn't know how to do the Flylady system. I was doing some things back then that I don't do now. One of them was making you clean your sink, starting out with scrubbing your sink. I don't do that anymore. But everything else is pretty much the same. So you might want to watch that video and it'll give you a good idea. Okay. Let's see. I think it would be very similar even for boys, but she's almost 13. They are 11 and 9. I missed the beginning. Am I in top chat or live chat? I am in live chat. So I hope I'm not missing anybody. Are you guys in live chat or top chat? Okay. We were raised to be perfectionist parents. Yes, we were, Marty. Our parents were both perfectionists, but it also goes hand in hand with being a person with ADD or ADHD. Most of us have that perfectionist thing, which is, I think it's because the idea of perfect is so wonderful to us, and we know, and we think that maybe we could achieve that, but it's so elusive. But the truth is, a born organized person more than likely is not too much of a perfectionist, other than my friend Margaret Rose, who is a perfectionist with OCD and born organized. And some of us with ADHD have a little OCD tendencies too, and it's the perfectionism. Okay, let me go back here, and I think I missed a few things. Debbie Kidd, hi Debbie, learn to live without perfection. Good enough is good enough. Yes, ma'am, perfect. Mickey Blue Skies says, my issue is clutter, but slowly and surely I'm getting better. I have 2 boxes of beautiful mugs ready for Goodwill. Awesome, Mickey. That is so good. And you know what? You're going to be blessing someone who really needed some beautiful mugs. They're going to go into Goodwill and say, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I needed. And they're going to call their mother on the phone from Goodwill and say, Mom, you're not going to believe this. They've got the most beautiful mugs here. Do you want me to get you a couple? I mean, it's such a blessing for people when you share things that you don't really need anymore. But remember, just like Mickey gave beautiful mugs, you want to make sure that when you are donating something, that it will be something that you would purchase if you went in the store. If it's chipped or broken or frayed or old, don't give it away. Throw that away. But if it's something that's worthwhile, something you can get some use out of it, then go ahead and donate that, okay? Throw the others away. Don't hang on to it and think you're going to fix it later. Rachel said, this might be off topic other than school at home for my daughter. What type of schedule should she have? Basically, I know it, but think she could use it written down. Should it be similar to mine? You know, homeschooling is so unique for everyone. Some people like to do homeschooling in the afternoon, some people in the morning. With little children, more than likely we do it in the morning. So it would be after your morning routine and you do your zone work, then you would start homeschooling, and later on you would do your basic weekly plan. For your daughter, I think I read later that your daughter is older. She's not a baby. And so she may be doing some, she's 13. So she may be doing some things on her own at this point. And she may be an evening person and not a morning person. It is totally up to you and your household. In my household, I would have allowed my children to sleep a little bit late, but not really late. So if I was at home schooling my kids, I was at home homeschooling my children would have gotten up at about 8, and then they could have breakfast, do their little morning routines, and maybe start a little laundry if it was their day, and then go and start their homeschooling. And then I would be there to assist or help as needed. When they're really little, you have to be with them. But the cool thing about being really little is that it's only a couple of hours max. And if you're going over a couple of hours max with a kindergartner, first grader, second grader, you're doing too much. And that's according to my mentor that I have for homeschooling. One of my mentees is a homeschooling mom. She's a mother of 12, and she has homeschooled all of her children. She and her husband ran a homeschooling magazine, and she says when your children are little, homeschooling should just be more interactional. I don't know if I'm describing that properly, but they can learn so much just by sitting and reading a book in a chair with you. And instead of having, paper, they must fill out these workbooks. That's very schoolish. And school things are written for teachers so that they can have time to spend with individual children. Oh my goodness. Motorcycles and airplanes. Okay. So you're just going to sit down with her and figure out what works good for her and what works well for you, and come to something in between. That's what I would say, Rachel. Let's see. What time is it, by the way? Oh, we're doing good. Can you please remind us what days and times you go live? I go live on Mondays, period. And it's somewhere between 10 and 10:30 in the morning, and I stay online somewhere between 25 minutes and an hour, depending. I do have calls that start at 11 on Monday, so if I'm on later at 10:30, we're only going to do about 25 minutes. If I can get on earlier, then we're going to do most of the hour, okay? Kanisha said, I don't have clutter. I went through my entire home and decluttered every drawer, closet, etc. I work full time. How do I create a plan so I don't spend the weekends cleaning? Since you don't have any clutter, Kanisha, then all you're going to do is on Saturday, you're going to do a weekly home blessing hour. I have videos on that, but it's 6 things. I was starting to share what that was earlier and got sidetracked, which is sheets. You wash your sheets and put them back on your bed. Dusting, which takes 10 minutes for the whole house. Yes, indeed. Dusting, cleaning the glass, which is not Windex and paper towels. It's just a little microfiber damp cloth, wiping spots off the glass. Oh, good. He can't hear my noise. Yay. Okay, so you can't hear all the things that are going on around me? That's fabulous. I'm getting frizzy. The humidity is 76%. Oh, well, it's lower than it has been. So dusting, cleaning the glass, doing your laundry, emptying the garbage cans, all the little garbage cans, 10 minutes or less, each one of these things. Now, doing your sheets just takes a minute to strip it off the bed or 2. Put it in the washing machine takes another minute or 2. The machines do the work. You transfer it to the dryer. The machine does the work. You take it out. That takes another 30 seconds. And go put it back on your bed. Might take a minute or two. So maybe 10 minutes total in the day. And then after you've done those next 3 little jobs, which I just told you about, that's vacuuming, emptying the garbage cans, and wiping the glass. Those are 10-minute jobs maximum. Then you're going to do those are called the baby jobs. Those are the 3 little baby jobs. Then you're going to do the floors. So you're going to look at all the hard surfaces in your house. The kitchen and the bathrooms are separate. So any other surfaces that you have in your house, pick 5 rooms and vacuum those rooms for about 2 minutes a room. You're just getting the traffic patterns. If you don't have carpet and you don't choose to vacuum, you can use a dust mop on the hard floors, but we're not wet mopping them. This is a weekly home blessing. It's not a deep clean, okay? It's just going to keep it looking nice. And then you're going to go in your kitchen and you're going to mop the kitchen for 3 minutes and then mop each bathroom for 2 minutes and put everything away. You're done. It takes an hour or less. In my 1,265 square foot home, it took me 30 minutes, but it was no clutter. So if you don't have any clutter in the way, it's a lot easier to do that. You can also delegate parts of it, like the 3 baby jobs. Somebody who you think is not very maybe good or they're young, you can give them the little baby jobs. Now, dusting will be difficult if you don't have the right tool. Any of this will be difficult without the right tool. The tools I recommend, and I don't have any affiliation with, are the Flylady.net. Go there and look at tools. She's got a duster, a feather duster. It's beautiful, big and fluffy. It gives you a long reach, and you can do things in just a second. You don't have to move things. You're just dusting over it. So I recommend that. I recommend, and that's $40 without a discount. You might be able to look for some discount codes out there, or sometimes she puts them on sale for $27. The next thing would be a microfiber cloth, a good microfiber cloth. You need that tool. You're going to need a lightweight vacuum. So if you have a Dyson lightweight vacuum, great. But if you've got a big old heavy duty beater bar, I mean, that's great for deep cleaning, but that's not what we're doing. So you're going to need something light. There's a Bissell online on Amazon. Comes in all kind of colors. Mine was turquoise in my home. And it's $29.99. It's the best little vacuum you'll ever use. And then the mop that I recommend is an O-Cedar spray mop, $19.99. Excellent. I still use that in my RV. In my RV, I have a little Eufy. It's a little EUFY. It's a little automated vacuum, which is fabulous. Plus, I have central vac with the RV, so if either one of those I want to use. So in your house, these are what I would recommend for your weekly home blessing hour. Okay, so that's the weekly home blessing hour. You do that on Saturday morning, and then you do your zone for 1 hour. It's 4 15-minute units. So this week you'd be working in your bedroom. If you don't have any clutter, hidden or unhidden, so if you don't have any clutter, nothing in the drawers, nothing in the closet, nothing on the floors, nothing under the beds, nothing anywhere, it's all nice and organized, you know where everything lives, then you can begin deep cleaning. So now you can get out the heavy beater bar brush and really give your vacuum vacuum and give your floor a really good vacuum. And that will take you 10 minutes or less. You could go 15 if you want to. And then pick 3 other things to do. So maybe you want to, I'm getting a low battery. Let me plug in here. Hold on. Yikes. Move you over and plug you in. Okay. Did that work? You know what? I'm going to have to go soon because this is not working for some reason. But anyway, that's the weekly home blessing hour. And then, that's the zone. So if your clutter is gone in that area, you're allowed to deep clean. So you could use some pledge on your furniture and your cloth and really shine it up good. Spend about 15 minutes doing that. You could really clean your mirrors in your bathroom or this is the master bathroom, or your bedroom with Windex. You can clean your windows, your windowsills, your ceiling fan, the baseboards. That's when you're going to get your deep cleaning done, and you're going to get that done in increments. So if you're fully decluttered in a specific zone, you're going to go to deep cleaning, okay? The vacuum I mentioned was a Bissell. It was $29.99, and it's on Amazon. Bissell. I don't know what they call it, a Bissell something. Just put in Bissell lightweight vacuums and see what you find. There's one for $29.99. Okay, that's going to have to be it because I'm losing my battery. I hope that was helpful. Ava and Elias say hi. Also, Ava was proud to respond to hearing you say morning routine. And hey, we did our morning routine. Awesome, Rachel. Hey, Ava. Hey, Elias. So good to see you again. You're good kids. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Mickey. Goodbye, Rachel. Thank you for loving me. I love you too. Bissell Featherweight. Thank you, Connie. Bissell Featherweight. I'm glad it was helpful, Tina. Have a wonderful day. And all of you girls, remember that I love you very much and that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.